Hello, Larry Stair here, and welcome to this week's edition of the Sunday School Informer. It is hard to believe, but we are already to Sunday, September the 11th. So all the information contained in this video relates to things that would need to be announced this coming Sunday. So with that said, we need to get to it and start talking about some of the things that are important in the life of our church. So the first thing that I want to call your attention to is our prayer ministry. So information reminding you that their sign-ups are in the binders. That's in the Sunday School Informer. But I have asked the worship prayer ministry to call and ask for an opportunity to come in during the first few minutes of Bible study, not randomly throughout the hour, and they've agreed to do that. So be expecting a phone call from someone on the worship prayer ministry or someone in your class that serves on that ministry to just ask for 2-3 minutes, 5 at the most, right at the very beginning of Sunday school when you're normally making the announcements, if they can make an announcement encouraging people to be involved in the worship prayer meeting. The goal is to have over 100 people that will pray at least once a quarter, not a huge commitment, but at least once a quarter for the moving of the Holy Spirit during our worship services. So I hope that you'll give them some time over the next couple of weeks and seriously lead your class or prayerfully consider signing up to be a part of the worship ministry, prayer worship ministry. So thinking of signing up, Fellowship Childcare Night is a great opportunity to plan a fellowship. Even if you haven't planned one, if you could take advantage of the child care, the 17th is the opportunity to do that. If nothing else, just plan a night to go out to a restaurant without children and enjoy a time of fellowship. Regular fellowship is one of the keys to growing deep relationships in a Sunday school class. But remember, got to sign up by the 14th in the preschool hallway. So be encouraged to do that. And yeah, hey, I hope you have great fellowship. That's all I can say. It'll be a lot of fun. And you've seen this list around our church. A couple things about our sign-up lists that are going on for our adult discipleship class. You see the Boundaries in Marriage has been dropped out of this list. That's because that group is full now. And it'll come back and we'll have it again as a great class. The other thing that I want to kind of point out on the list, and this is extra, it's not written anywhere, but something that is new is the Brown Bag Bible Study. This is going to be on Thursday starting September the 27th, or 22nd, excuse me, and it'll be led by Bob Sheffield. And they'll meet in the FLC upstairs area where students meet around tables. In the first 30 minutes, we'll be kind of given over to eating whatever you want to bring. The microwave's there, the Coke machine will be there, water, all that stuff is available. But it is Brown Bag. And then Bob will do about a 30-minute verse-by-verse study of the book of James. And then following that, if you got to go to work, head on to work. If not, you can stick around and Bob will answer, do question and answer maybe for about 15 minutes. But the goal is hour and 15 minutes and we're done. And so I think it's going to be a great Bible study, but just know that if it's a small turnout, we'll know noon's not the time. But many of you have asked about a noon Bible study, especially for men. This is the golden opportunity. So please encourage people and let them know that this is a little bit different, something new, and a different format for our church. Speaking of something that is good for our church, Love the Rock. One city, one church, united in one mission to love our community. And so on October the 22nd, that's going to happen. But the big thing is now's the time to start getting the information out. There's some basic information in the Sunday handout this week in the Informer, and it points you to our church website, which has even more information. And then when you're ready to sign up, it'll carry you on to the website that manages the sign up. And so you have any questions, see me, ask Kurt. Trevor knows a lot about it as well. So information abounds about Love the Rock, but it's a great opportunity for over 2,000 volunteers. That's the goal, to work in 18 different neighborhoods in Round Rock, just expressing Christ's love. And I think that is an awesome thing to be involved in. So let me encourage you to make serving in that Love the Rock something that maybe your biblical community group gets involved in. Speaking of getting involved in, men, in your class, encourage the men to come be a part of the men's breakfast Saturday the 17th at 8:30 in the parlor. John's cooking breakfast, and so you know that's going to be good. And then Mark Baker will be bringing a short devotion. It's always a great time of fellowship, and we're excited about that. So just know that that's coming. And then if you flip over on the back side, I've written a little article about green and growing. And so one of the things that's been really interesting about this summer is my grass has grown all summer long. No taking a couple of weeks off because it just wasn't growing, because I've had a lot of fertilizer, a lot of rain, and the temperature's been conducive to growing, not like the 100 degree days like when I moved here, but just good, bright, sunny days. My grass has grown and grown and grown. It got me thinking about what are some of those things that cause biblical community groups to grow. And so found a great article that I've been kind of sitting on for a while that talks about that. And so I just want to share a little bit out of that article and some thoughts about how your biblical community can grow through things like mission service, Love the Rock, fellowship childcare, and then just contacting one another. Some really simple things that make a big difference in your group. Speaking of making a big difference, I know that you make a big difference every week in what you do here at First Baptist as you lead in transformational Bible study, as you lead in outreach, as you lead a care group. It's very important at what you do, and know that I'll be praying for you, and I'll be teaching this week, so you be praying for me as I get the opportunity to teach this week. So I'm very excited about that. Something else that I also want to just remind you of, not really in the Informer, but I've moved all my blog content because of the restructuring of the church website, just to kind of keep that clean. But a lot of my leadership material is moving over to stairsteps.us, and so just be mindful of that. And know that I'll be praying for you. And with that, let me bring this video to a close. You have a great weekend, and if I can answer any questions for you, don't hesitate to give me a call. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.